Good afternoon, football fans, and welcome back to CFRC at the Lang. I'm Jesse Bell, and I'm joined by one of the most respected members of this Queens team, defensive back number 26, Keegan Vanek. Keegan, what was it about Queens that stood out from the other programs recruiting you?
It was just a big thing coming here that I wanted to make sure academics was kind of in the top, and that's what Queens does great. They kind of set their academics apart from their athletics, and it just puts our team in a great spot. Gives you a backup plan when you know the sport kind of comes to an end, as it usually does for lots of us. And then just the history and tradition that they bring to the football program. Coach Snyder's done a great job in bringing that tradition back and bringing the history back that kind of felt lost throughout the program. And you know he's done a great job with bringing that to our team, and I think the team's done a great job with honestly bringing that into kind of our culture and buying into that.
Your first year here was impacted by COVID-19. How did the COVID restrictions affect your time here at Queens?
It was a mix of positive and negatives. That first year was kind of tough. We were a young recruiting class, a young team with a lot of turnover, new coaching staff, and everything was just kind of getting in. But what a lot of the guys in my class would say is it kind of brought a little bit of both positive and negative impacts. On the positive side, it gave us a ton of time to grow. We were still just high school kids. Gave us a lot of time to grow physically and mentally and emotionally before we kind of stepped onto the field. And then the other aspect of it as well is bringing in the schemes and things like that. We had time to learn the schemes, get a grasp for the concepts that the coaches wanted to run before we kind of had to step out onto the field and do it on game day.
On that note of kind of that player bond, who are some of the guys here at Queens that mentored you early on in your career?
Early on, because we were such a young class, there were only really a couple of like veteran guys in our position groups, right? Two guys that really sticked out were just Thompson McCallum, who's a coach here now, yeah. And then Eric Colonna as well, who's also doing his own thing coaching as well, which goes to show exactly kind of who they were on the field as well. Taking guys under their wings, having a great understanding of what needs to be done and when to do it, and just pushing us to be great every single day.
Speaks to the caliber of player that is recruited to Queens. Exactly. That both of these guys have found now a second career in football, right. Coaching and mentoring. That's fantastic. Okay. I have to ask, especially in 2024, you had a lot of big plays under your belt, but what is a golden moment from your career that you'll always look back on?
I think we had a great season this year, everybody included, but I think one that's kind of just going to stick out the most was the 500th win in Ottawa. It was just a great whole team experience. We kind of went on the road and did our thing, and you know I had the two picks that game and the one that went back. So it just was kind of just a mix of both personal success and team success, plus the program success on top of that. It was just kind of just a great day worth celebrating after that.
I know I feel very fortunate to have been able to call it. I can only imagine what it's like to be a player, part of that 500th win in program history. Well, there you have it, folks. What a fantastic interview with Keegan Vanek. This is another edition of CFRC at the Lang. I want to thank you very much for your time. I want to thank you, Keegan, for taking time out of your busy schedule. And, folks, we'll see you again next week.